Hello Chappets, and welcome to this very special video where I'm going to give you my first impressions of a game that I played at Essen called Rising 5. What is Rising 5, you say? Wow, imagine a game which had the theme of Guardians of the Galaxy, hooked on feeling, and it mixed the kind of puzzle solving mechanics of the old game Mastermind. You remember that one? And it's a co-op game. Yes, it's co-op. And you'll be playing to try and save the galaxy from a big monster which is going to come through this portal. And you've got to close this portal. And the only way to close the portal is to figure out these runes and put them in the correct position with the correct colour. And that will close the portal. And you're doing this cooperatively. You're going to have a hand of cards. And these cards have the heroes on them. And what you'll be doing is on your turn, you'll be playing one or more hero cards from your hand, but they have to be the same hero. And for each card that you play, you can do an action with that hero. You will also activate their special power, which may be to have a fight with a monster even though you're not in the same location, or it might stop the sun from being eclipsed, because that's one way that you can lose the game. And so you'll be playing these cards and you'll be moving around and you'll be fighting with your heroes and you'll be collecting clues and getting advice, because you have to collect these little green cubes, and once you get 4 you can scan the runes, and this game comes with an app. You scan the runes and the app will tell you if these runes are in the same in the correct place or in the wrong place, or they're not there at all. And then you've got to figure it out as a team where these runes go. And this is really hard to do because you're not doing like Mastermind, you're not just putting the colours anywhere. You're having to cooperate with the other players. You're going to have to use your actions to do this. You're going to be have monsters on the board which are going to attack at a certain time during the game when there's a deck of hero cards that you can be drawing from. And every now and again, like in Pandemic, you'll pull a card and it will say, okay, the monster's attack. And for each monster on the board, you're gonna lose, you're gonna get more and more eclipsed with the sun track. Now, this game is really intense. It does require a lot of cooperation, and it is really quite amusing. Okay, on our game that we played, things were going well up till the 3rd player, when all of a sudden there was this card from the hero deck that we had to draw, and that meant that all the monsters attacked. And unfortunately there was a lot of monsters on the board, and they were strong monsters, and so we almost lost immediately before we'd had a complete tour. But luckily we were playing with the designers and they gave us some tips on what to do on the next turn. So like play Eli, who could make the sun come up a bit, and then there was luckily an encounter that we could have as well which would bring the sun track up as well. So we almost lost immediately while playing the game, but it was an intense feeling. You know, it was like this, all of a sudden there was this immense pressure on us to play the right cards. And because we didn't have a lot of good cards in our hand, because on your turn after you've played your cards, you can draw 1, 2 or more cards just to the maximum of your hand size. And that speeds up the time as well, because as I said, the hero deck is like a timer, and every now and again there'll be an eclipse card which will tell you that the monsters are attacking, which means that the sun might be eclipsed and you might lose the game that way. So you have to be careful about how many cards you're going to take. And as I said, we went round almost a tour before almost losing the game, but we managed to crawl back because of the good combinations that we did, the monsters that we fought, which gave us, you know, little prizes, little rewards, special items, and it was going really well. Unfortunately, I touched the application on my turn and the application switched itself off. Now, we were told not to worry because there was a save in the game so you could light it up and continue playing. But unfortunately, I'd done something really bad. I'd somehow quit the game, and yeah. So, but my experience of the game was of fun. It kind of very much like Pandemic, but lighter on a lighter level because it was really kind of simple. There was not so many places to go to, not so many problems to sort out. The puzzle seemed smaller than Pandemic, but at the same time it was intense like Pandemic because of these runes, and you're debating between yourself, no, this colour should go there and that colour should go there, no, that was right there. And the application held all the information really, really well. So you could look back at all the different positions that you had the runes in, and then you could talk and discuss. As I said, there were some artifacts that you can use if you collected them, which would help in certain regions. So they might give you some more green cubes, so you have a chance to scan. They might have a chance to bring the sun up, and it was really, really interesting. Now, I actually enjoyed playing this game, and it gave me that kind of Saturday morning cartoon film, because it looked like a Saturday morning cartoon, and it felt like a very familiar family puzzle that you can do with young kids. And I think this is going to be one that my daughter's going to love, because she likes these kind of co-op games, but she also loves this kind of Ulysses art style, which Vincent has imported into this game. So I am very much looking forward to this game. After playing it and mucking up the game completely, I want to play it again. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to, because there were a queue of people trying to play this game. And as I said, it's light, it's family friendly. Hopefully the Kickstarter will get enough stretch goals unlocked, and maybe some stretch goals which will help make the game a bit more complex, so you can change the level of difficulty, because there is you can add more of these moon cards to the hero deck to make it more complex, much like you can in Pandemic. Why am I saying Pandemic? But Pandemic does when you have these epidemic cards, and it really, really, really felt fun and hilarious, even though we lost. So I'm going to wrap up by saying, go and check out the Kickstarter if what I said interests you, because this game really does interest me, and I'm hoping that there are more and more little elements which are going to be added to this game to make it a bit more interesting, because it is interesting, but I want it, I want something else, just, a little bit more, just a tiny bit more, if you know what I mean. Someone's giving me a teaspoon of sugar, and I want some more sugar, baby. So, check out Rising 5 on the Kickstarter if it's your type of thing. If it sounds like your type of thing, it's definitely my type of thing. So, look out for it in the future as well. And hopefully there'll be more Rising 5 types of games, which I'm really excited. And again, you can go check out my interview I did with Gary Kim on my channel here. So, yeah, look out for that. Now, I feel like watching that again. No, I'm going to watch that again. In 3D, yeah.
And stronger than anyone.
Ooh, yeah, he's buff.
Go now.
Big shout out to Ship Naked as well, our shippers for America, Philly Bear, who have been once again all the guys working with us.
You said Ship Naked.
Ship Naked, not what you think. I said.
Ship Naked.
Yeah. It's a weird name, and I've never asked them why, but I'm sure there's.
I just got a package from Ship Naked, and my wife looked at it and she says, "What's this?" And I winked at her and said, "You'll find out."
Well, there's a fig leaf in there somewhere.
It was my tiny epic western, but okay.
Is that what she calls it?
Yeah, that's what she